Shalom Akim. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and Shalom to the sincere Akim, spreading his truth and sincerity. Shalom. In this video, I want to go into Sirach chapter 7, verse 26. As though a wife after thy mind, forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. So this goes into, if you have a woman that is doing the things that you desire of a woman, you should not aim or opt, to replace her with a woman that is, not adhering to, the things that you desire of her, man. And the reason I want to go into this is because yesterday, as me and the brother, was talking, I had to go to the hardware store, and when I came there, you had this cash register, a lady or whatever she's called, a cashier, and she was very beautiful, man. And as I walked towards the counter to put away my basket because they did not have that which I was looking for, she was basically, glancing from head to toe. And then she said with that female voice, "Hi." Then I was like, "Hi," put the basket, and then I just went away. And as I was sitting in my van on my way back, to the job site, I was really in my mind like, hey, I have a woman that is basically, doing the things that I desire of her, man, being a pillar of rest, being a comfort unto me, and taking away a little bit of my stress, being that helpmeet. But then you see these beautiful women all out there, that might not have those same qualities, man. And then in my mind, I'd be like, why would I ruin what I have for what I don't know what I'm going to receive back? And this scripture came in my mind, man. This scripture came in my mind as I was thinking about the situation, and the multiple situations that I'm being put in, lately concerning these attractive females, that have a sense of interest, they catch my interest. But then, I'd be like, no, man, why would I forsake that which I know what I have, man? And in another video that I made recently as well, I said you have this 80-20 or 90-10 rule. A woman might check off 90% of all the boxes, but she doesn't check off that 10%. Then you look for the 10% in someone else, but then the other woman is not able to check off 90% of the things, that you desire of her, man. So this is Sirach chapter 7, verse 26. Hast thou a wife after the mind? Do you have a woman that is doing what you require of her, man? Forsake her not, but give not thyself over to a light woman. So you should not, forsake the woman that you have if she is pleasing you, to find, something dainty somewhere else, And this is something that I myself made a mistake concerning God in the past, and right now, I'm being put in a similar situation of like, okay, what you want? What you want? Because we know in this truth we can have multiple women, but the scripture also says that, everything is lawful, but not everything is expedient, Because, we're living in this society in which polygamy is not accepted. Monogamous relationships is what is the norm, is the standard. So a polygamous relationship wherein a man has multiple women, that is not accepted, man. So if you already know that, you can have two mindsets. The I don't give a F mindset of whatever happens. I want my two females, you know, with all the sneaky behavior that you have to, put in, the lying, the planning, you know, the whole ratatouille basically. Or keep it basic, man. Keep it simple. You know, if you have a wife after your mind, don't fuck it up, man. That's the mindset that I have myself. I'm not saying that is, what people should be doing. Even Apostle Paul said, man, that he actually wanted people to be like him. He wanted the man in the truth to actually be like him. Let me see where it is. This is 1 Corinthians chapter 7, starting at verse 7. Let me start at verse 6. But I speak this by permission and not of commandment. So this is advice or recommendation of Apostle Paul. This is not a commandment. This is his experience and his advice, basically. For I would that all men were even as I myself, but every man hath his proper gift of the Most High, one after this manner and one after that. So Apostle Paul, he did not deal with a woman. He did not deal with a woman. And that's something that he actually would have all the men, to be like. Why? Because then you can solely focus on Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. And, I can attest to that, man. The moment that I had a relationship, with the mother of my child, the moment that I had that relationship, nothing was really changed. Of course, you're going to spend a little bit more time with her, but then my daughter came as well, which, she takes up a lot of time, right? So that means I have to shift my focus to multiple assets. Now that I have a new woman in my life, I'm also spending time with that. But on the flip side, she's also able to help me. That's why she is a helpmeet unto me. She's able to, take a little bit of time, and spend that time with my daughter so that I can do, spiritual things. She can watch my kid. She's able to, entertain her for a little bit while I'm making a video, or while I'm reading, things like that. So there's also the benefit in that. But concerning Apostle Paul, he said that he wanted the man in the truth to be like him, because he knew and understood that would cost a lot of, their time. But he also understood that every man has his proper gift. Apostle Paul had been given the gift of to be able to do that, man. Not every brother within the ministry is able to basically be a eunuch for the kingdom of heaven. You see? Verse 8, I say therefore to the unmarried and widows, it is good for them if they abide even as I. So the ones that don't have a partner yet, or their partner passed away, he said it is good for them if they just stay single. Verse 9, but if they cannot contain, let them marry, for it is better to marry than to burn. You see? So if you cannot withhold yourself from the lusts of intercourse, then you should just, give yourself over to that in the proper manner, instead of burning away in the lust. You see? So if you deal with a woman that is after your mind, don't go into ways in which you're able to destroy that, man. Especially if it's for a light woman, a woman that, is aware of the situation that you're in, and then, Because basically, if you look at people that quote unquote cheat, right? The woman that they cheat with, eventually she's gonna cheat with someone else. She's gonna cheat on your ass, man. You know, because she's a light woman. She's already aware of the situation. In this society in which being faithfully polygamous, you know, is a strange thing, man. It's basically a how you say that? Is a precious thing, man. That cannot really be attained like that. You know, especially not within the truth, man. You know, because Satan gonna mess with those situations. You see. So this is Sirach chapter 7 verse 26 again. Hast thou a wife after the mind, forsake her not. Yeah. Don't be enticed, you know, by the attractiveness of these other females out there, you know, and desire them not for beauty, man, just like the scripture says. This is Sirach chapter 25 verse 21. Stumble not at the beauty of a woman, and desire her not for pleasure. Yeah, so don't be caught up with how beautiful she looks, man, because you don't know what is in the inside. You know, she might be a very beautiful woman, but hey, it might be that she's a very light woman. You know, no discretion, no morals, no norms, no values. You know, and then you have a woman at home that's checking off 90% of your boxes. You know, and then you forsake her for the 10% that you desire that she's missing. You know, you see. Yeah, man. You know, because I myself, I made that mistake back in the days of knowing that we can have multiple females and then, you know, basically put it into use. But then you also have to look at, you know, is that already the individual that you are? You know, there are a couple of brothers, you know, within GMS Holland, for instance, that often say, you know, I always was like that. I did not become like that because of the truth. You know, so you should also be honest with yourself. Is that who you are? You know, is that, you know, what you are able to deal with, handle with, you know, and is that the type of individual that you are? And not just because it is possible in the truth that you should do it. You know, like I mentioned already, all things is lawful, but not everything is expedient. You know, it might mess you up. You know, you might not be able to deal with the situation that you're being put in, man. You know. So yeah, you know, there are a lot of how you say that, beautiful women out there, but you know, like my mom always says, you know, you can't, you can't eat off a beautiful plate. You know, meaning that the plate that is so beautiful is often not even used to eat from. You know, it's not useful. You know, it's only there for decoration. You see. So yeah, you know, with that, I do hope and pray that this video was edifying. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And shalom to the sincere Akyam, spreading truth and sincerity. Shalom.